Hello everybody, it's John Pace and welcome. Today we're going to do a comparison between two of the most highly regarded lenses in the Micro Four Thirds lineup. The Sigma 30mm Contemporary DCDN. It's an f1.4 lens with a Micro Four Thirds mount, and we're going to compare it to the almost legendary Leica Nocticron, the 42.5mm f1.2 lens. We're going to compare them both at f1.4 at the same distance settings. We're going to use the ETC mode with the Sigma 30mm, effectively giving us an 84mm, 35mm equivalent focal length as compared to 85mm, 35mm equivalent focal length for the Leica. Now, some of you may be saying that the Leica has a half-stop advantage over the Sigma. After all, it's a 1.2 lens. The Sigma is a 1.4. But in fact, the Leica is actually a T-stop of 1.7, whereas the Sigma is 1.8. So the difference in light gathering ability is almost insignificant. So let's go ahead. Right now, we're shooting with the Sigma 30mm without ETC mode, and so we have an effective focal length of 60mm. Now we're shooting with the Sigma 30mm with ETC enabled, giving us something like an 84mm focal length equivalent in full frame terms. We'll be comparing this to the Leica Nocticron and see what the differences are in terms of sharpness, rendering, 3D pop, the famous Leica 3D pop, and so on. Now we're shooting with the Leica Nocticron 42.5mm at f1.4. Keep in mind that the Leica sells for somewhere around $1,600 at B&H Photo, whereas the Sigma sells for around $335. So there's about a $1,300 difference in price between the two lenses. Of course, you have to keep in mind that the Leica has a premium build quality. It's all metal. It has an aperture ring. The Sigma is pretty much bare bones, all plastic affair, and extremely light and small compared to the Leica, which may have an advantage in certain circumstances, such as if you're flying the camera on a gimbal. A small lightweight lens like the Sigma is an obvious advantage, especially with its excellent sharpness. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more episodes like this, please consider subscribing.